Hello everyone, welcome once again to the online content of information technology for class 10th. And today we are going to start the topic spreadsheet. So let us begin with spreadsheet session 1. In this session we will learn about basic concept of a spreadsheet using OpenOffice Calc spreadsheet. Let us first discuss about spreadsheet. A spreadsheet is basically a software tool that lets us enter, calculate, manipulate and analyze set of numbers or data. The spreadsheet is also a computer application program that creates a physical spreadsheet by capturing, displaying and manipulating data arranged in rows and columns. Some common examples of spreadsheets available for common people are Lotus 123, Calc spreadsheet. It is very similar to Microsoft Excel spreadsheet and Microsoft Excel. Now let us discuss about the components of a worksheet. The first term is worksheet. It is basically a grid of cells made up of horizontal rows and vertical columns. Number of columns and rows vary from package to package. Calc version 3.0 contains 56,526 rows and 1,024 columns. Each intersection of a row and column is called a cell. The next term is workbook. These are the entire calc files. Workbook can have multiple worksheets or as few as one. That is, workbook contains or it is a collection of worksheets. Each worksheet in a workbook will have a unique name and can be accessed on the tab at the bottom of the screen. So at the bottom of the screen you will have some tabs from where you can access a particular worksheet. Row number. The rows in a spreadsheet is given a specific number to identify it, and they are generally started with 1 2 3 4 so on, whereas column numbers is given a letter that identifies it. Column letter starts from A and goes up as B, C, D, so on up to Z, and after Z the sequence is AA, AB, so on, and the last cell will have address A and J. A cell is as we know is intersection of row and column, and every cell has its unique address, and the cells is referred as column letter followed by row number. For example, A4 and AB23. Cell pointer, it is a cell boundary that tells which cell is active at present. Now, range of cells. It is a grid of contiguous cells that forms a rectangular area in shape. A range may contain a single cell or group of cells. A range starting from A2 till D10 should be written as A2 colon D10 in Calc spreadsheet. Current cell or active cell. The selected cell with the heavy border around it is called active cell. This is the cell where cell pointer points to, and this is the cell where the next entry will take place. We can see in the given figure various components of worksheet. Now let us see how we can work with Calc spreadsheet. So let us come to create a new workbook first. When we start calc, by default it will open a blank workbook with some worksheets in it. The steps to launch a new workbook is go to start button, then go to all programs, go to open office, and then finally click open office calc option. A spreadsheet allows us to combine more than one worksheet in a file. So a workbook is collection of more than one worksheet. Such a file having multiple sheets is called a workbook. We can see in the figure in next slide. This is how a calc spreadsheet window appears on your screen, and it is very much similar to Microsoft Excel worksheet window. It also has title bar, menu bar, standard toolbar, formatting bar, scroll bars, rulers, and other components similar to Microsoft Excel. Now, if we have to save a workbook, the steps are: go to file menu, select save as option. A save as dialog box will appear, in which you can select the location where you want to save your workbook. Then after selecting the location, you have to type a file name and finally click on save button. Your workbook will be saved with an extension .odc by default. You can see this in the given figure. In order to open an existing workbook, again we go to file menu, then we choose option open. This will show the open dialog box on your screen, from where we select the location where the existing file is kept, then select the file name from the list of files, and finally click on the open button. This will open your required file on calc spreadsheet window. In order to close a workbook, again the steps are: go to file menu and choose close option from drop down menu, and the workbook file will be closed. In case you have not saved the workbook before closing, then calc will prompt you to do so. It will give three options as under save, discard, and cancel. The save to save the document, discard to close without saving, and cancel to avoid closing and continuing to work in workbook. If we want to quit from a workbook, then we will go to file menu and select exit option from the drop down menu, and the calc application will be closed with any open workbook window. So if there are some workbook open and we select exit option, or the application will be closed along with all open work window. Now let us see how we can enter data in a worksheet. Three types of data can be entered in a worksheet: number, text, and formula. Number are numeric entries on which we can perform various calculations. That means these data can be used in calculations for the calculation purpose. Numbers are always right aligned in a cell. Second is text. These are text entries in a cell, means these are neither numeric nor formula and cannot be used in calculation, because on text you cannot perform any numerical calculations. All text entries are left aligned by default in a cell. Third one is the formula. It is a mathematical calculation on a set of cell. Formulas in a worksheet must always start with an equal to sign. For example, D1 plus equal to D1 plus E1 divided by F1 into G1. Give 16 in cell E3 as per the given figure. When a cell contains a formula, it often contains references to other cells. Such a cell reference is a type of variable. Its value is the value of reference cell or some derivation of it. If that cell in turn references other cells, the value depends on the value of those cells. Let us see how we can edit data in a worksheet now. First of all, if we want to overwrite a cell, then we just have to click on that particular cell and then type the new content, and finally we press enter key on the keyboard and the new entry will be placed in the selected cell. If we have to edit entry in a particular cell, then we go to that particular cell, then either we press F2 key, function key F2, or we can click on formula bar, or we can also double click on the given cell. Now we can edit the cell and press enter key on the keyboard to see the changes in the required cell. Next is copying and moving data. We can copy or move data from one place to another place in a worksheet. Both in copy and move, data is copied to the new location, but in copy it remains at the original location, while in move the data gets deleted from the original location and shifted to the new location. But unlike in copy, the move operation does not change the cell references used in a formula. So this is very important. Then whenever we move a formula from one cell to other cell, the cell references in that formula remains intact. Now, if you want to make changes in font and style, we just have to select the cell, then choose the desired feature of formatting toolbar as shown in the figure. So either we can make the text or make the selected cell bold, italic, underline, or we can make color changes, font changes. We can also align the cell entry right, left, or center. This is all about session 2. Thank you.